Good morning and welcome to this video. Today I've decided to do something a little bit different. We are looking currently at a regular chart of Bitcoin, and this is the kind of chart that we would normally do all of our technical analysis on. And these candles, they tell us certain bits of information. For example, where the high was, where the low was, where the candle opened, where it closed, and so on and so forth. But we don't understand from using this kind of chart what's happening inside of the candle. And that is why we're going to look at footprint charts. So we go up here on Tradingview and you can see the different types that we have up here. And we're going to go to volume footprint, click that one, and it will look something like this. And as you kind of, open that up with your mouse, it's going to reveal all of these numbers. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Now, in the beginning, if you're not familiar with this, it can look a bit intimidating, but I'm going to try to the best of my ability to give you a good explanation as to what all of this means. And hopefully by the end of this video, I would have planted a seed where you can go away, do a little bit more research, and bring the footprint chart into your already trading strategy. And you're going to realize that, wow, you've been trading blind without it, because this is very, very insightful stuff. So okay, a regular chart, what happens when we use a regular chart? It basically just shows us where price has been. Okay, it gives us that history. Order flow, on the other hand, it shows us all of the transactions that are making that history actually happen in real time. So it gives us an insight into the battle between buyers and sellers. Okay, we get to see the actual market orders, the buy now or the sell now commands. Now, of course, when they hit the market, they absorb all of those limit orders that are sitting in the order book. Okay. So while a candlestick might just show a long green bar, order flow, on the other hand, can tell you if that move was caused by an aggressive buyer, aggressive seller, for example, if it was a red candle, a ton of small buyers, hesitant ones. Are traders trapped at the top? Did it produce a lot of FOMO, etc., etc.? Okay, so it literally is looking under the hood of the market to see the actual engine that's driving the price in real time. So order flow is literally studying real-time data, okay, between the supply and demand. And essentially, this is what is making the price move. Okay, moving forward, I want to introduce you to two powerful order flow concepts. They are delta and open interest. Okay, so first up, delta. It's quite simple. It's the difference between the number of contracts bought at the market price and the number sold at the market price in a single candle, or in that time period. So if the delta is positive, it means more contracts were bought by aggressive buyers. Okay, if it's negative, it means more were sold by aggressive sellers. So the delta tells us the imbalance. Okay, so we get an imbalance between the number of contracts bought and the number that was sold, and that inevitably leaves us to understand who won that particular battle. Was it longs? Was it shorts, for example? Okay, now open interest is a little bit different. So you can see just these stars. That's how I've got it. You can have this represented in bars or whatever you like, but I just have it like this. Now, it doesn't measure a single moment. It measures the total number of open contracts in the market. So when a new buyer and a new seller, they enter a trade together, the open interest will go up. When they close positions, it goes down. So while your delta, okay, shows us the intensity of the buying and selling, open interest will tell us if it's getting more crowded in the market, or are less people participating in the market. So in other words, is new money flowing in, or is money coming out of the market? Okay, because essentially this is what fuels the market. Okay, so that's why it's so crucial to understand what's going on inside of that candle when you're trading. we've all probably been in a position before where we've maybe taken a long trade and you've had a great entry. You've moved your stop to maybe break even, for example, and the candle goes up, and then you get a full on reversal. Say you're trading NQ, for example. Now the difference is when you're just trading on this kind of chart like this, and you're aiming for a specific level, um, you don't see what's going on inside. So when you're using order flow and you kind of understand what to look for, you're now going to enter that position and you're going to see what's happening. So you're going to be able to make that decision rather than sitting there and watching the whole price reverse on you, stopping you out, or potentially putting you in the red and you now holding on to a losing position, or because you had no idea what was going on inside of that candle. So simply put, it's going to transform you from someone who sees what the price is doing to someone who understands why it's doing it. And instead of guessing if the move will continue, you're going to be able to see again in real time the buying and the selling pressure behind it. So you can see if a big move actually has the conviction, or whether it's starting to run out of steam. So I really, really do encourage you to check out the link that I'm going to leave below this chart, which is a much more thorough presentation, if you like, of footprint charts, and it's going to explain some things that I haven't covered in this video. So this is just sort of like just an entry level, just to give you that small opening, if you like, into understanding what this is and how you can apply it to your trading. Here is the link. Oh, this is the video, sorry. And I will also leave this link below the video. So this is everything to do with what I've just shown you on screen, but it includes much more detailed information. And I don't really regard myself as the best tutor. So I just wanted to give you a very quick outline as to what footprint charts are and how we can use that data. So I hope I've done enough and just planted that seed for you to go and do the rest of the work. So I hope you find this video helpful. Please leave any questions if you do have any beneath the chart. I wish you good luck with your trading, and thanks for listening.